Okay, man. I'm gonna keep this sweet, simple, to the point. My reaction to Ryan Garcia's media workout, King Ryan Kia Flash. I just watched his media workout a couple of times, watched a couple of interviews, and here's my thoughts on the situation. First of all, I gotta say, Joe Guzman, he looked like he just kind of going through the motions, saying all the right things. Ryan Garcia is the best I ever seen. I'm amazed. He's this phenomenal talent, the best I ever seen. Out of all the years he's been doing this, he puts Ryan Garcia almost at the number one of all his fighters and everything. He's saying all his hands is so powerful, and he's just doing all this amazing work, and it just sounds like it's scripted. It sounds like it's just going through the motions of saying the right things. Meanwhile, you fatten up the lamb for the slaughter. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia, he just, to me, as far as his media workout and his interviews, he's in good shape. He's young. You know what I'm saying? He has no issues with his weight. He's right on the money. He stopped his media workout and went and ate some tacos. He did like 3 couple of minute rounds. Nothing really exposing, any of his strategy. It showed some few little power hook shots, some pad work, light work. He wasn't really, doing anything extravagant. He looked to me a little open, and it looked like he got a lot of holes in his defense. It still looked like he got some of the same flaws that he tries to downplay and say that people just don't know boxing. He talks like, to me, he's a step above as far as his physical ability, his skills, and his mental. He's a step above Rolly Romero, and he's a step below. He's a couple of steps above Rolly Romero, and he's a step below Mario Barrios. You know what I'm saying? I think he's faster and more explosive than Mario Barrios, and he has a little bit that knockout power like Rolly Romero. But when I listen to him talk, when I watch the way he fights and trains, I still feel like he like, with Legally Blonde. He got blonde roots. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he sounds like he's akin to the Barbie. It's just, sometimes I listen to him talk and it's fugazi. It's fraud. It's just fraudulent talk. He to be honest with you, watching him in his media workout, he looked like he was halfway, it was halfway full of shit. And when I listened to him talk, you know what I'm saying, it looked like his training looked like shit, and when he talked, it sounded like he full of shit. But at the same time, he is a threat because he do have power. I think he's in love with his power, and I think that he focuses more on his God-given gifts, and he didn't do his due diligence and trying to improve on some of his flaws, or he might not even be aware of his flaws. I think he's full of himself. You know what I mean? And I think he fooled himself. I ain't saying he a bad person. I don't want to say he a bad person, but he a young person. I think he kind of a dumb person. I think he calls other people dumb. I think he says other people. I think he projects, like, the way I hear him talking about other people. I'm like, you can apply the same thing to yourself. And then when you talk about these skills and these abilities, like they asked him, when you seen Gervonta Tank Davis do his media workout, what did you think of some of the, his movement, his pivots? He was like, I never seen him do that in a boxing fight, though. He doesn't do that when he fight. And I'm kind of like, man, contraire. The Tank is one of those type of fighters that you see new wrinkles. And when you see him fight, you see him do something different. You see he's a complete fighter. And you can see what he does in sparring and in training you can see it in a real fight. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you see him freeze. It's not like you see him throw a bunch of combinations in training and then he gets in the ring and he's gun shy and he doesn't throw any punches. So, it is what it is. It to me, Ryan Garcia, he looked like he's training to have a puncher's chance. It didn't look like whatever strategy that he was using. It don't look like the type of strategy that I would have against Gervonta Tank Davis. Maybe he's trying to counter Gervonta Tank Davis with a check hook, but he leaves his body open. To me, he still doesn't bend his knees. He doesn't get down and he still, when he throws certain shots, all of his chin and his face is exposed. His defense looked like it just wasn't tight. I didn't see a whole lot of jab activity. I didn't see a lot of movement. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see, he really didn't even break a sweat. So it is what it is. Good luck to him. He said he gonna sleep Gervonta Tank Davis. He do got power, so that is a possibility, but I give him a puncher's chance. What I see is somebody that's full of himself, full of shit, kind of fake, and not even knowing that he fake, and he in for kind of a rude awakening and a realization, and maybe he'll learn from this ass whooping. I think Gervonta Tank Davis is gonna punish him. I think Ryan Garcia is going to get dropped multiple times, and either he's going to quit or he's going to be knocked out to where he can't get up, or the ref's going to stop the fight, or Joe Guzman's going to throw in the towel. That's what I see happening. I think Ryan Garcia might have a couple of moments. I think when he has his biggest moment, that's when he's going to really get hurt. Because I think if he does land that huge, I think he might land a huge shot on Gervonta Tank Davis. And Gervonta Tank Davis is going to roll that shot, and it's going to look like it did more damage than it actually did. And Ryan Garcia is going to go in for the kill, and then he's going to be exposed and wide open, and he's going to get hurt. And once he gets hurt, he's going to get punished. And once he starts to get punished and his face starts to get broken down and pummeled, I think he's going to quit. And if he doesn't quit, I think he's going to get knocked out. And if he doesn't get knocked out, I think it's going to be a technical knockout. And those are my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I think I covered all my bases. So, I'm not going to make these videos too long. Salute, salute, salute. Bow.